In the Kerala story, Asifa asks, why did Ram take help from the monkeys? What kind of God is this who takes help from monkeys? And questions like these kept breaking the faith of Shalini and Gitanjali. Why? Because they did not have any answers to this question. But as a Hindu, how would you respond if someone shoots this question at you? Would you brush this aside? Even if you brush it aside, will this question not haunt you? Dear friends, we should have a logical answer to this question for two reasons. One, to shut up the person who is asking this question. But more importantly, to ensure that our faith is not shaken by such queries. In this video, I'll talk about the answer to this question and a counter question that you can ask to the likes of Asifa. So let us understand this concept of Lord Rama taking help from the Vanaras. Before I get into this, let me show you this video. Here, the child in his toy car tows his father's jeep. It is quite amusing, isn't it? So what is the conclusion that you would make out of this? Well, you could say, what kind of father is this who is taking help from his child? If the father cannot help himself, how is he going to help the child? That would be plain stupid. Someone even with an iota of brain would understand that this is a wonderful exchange of love between the father and the son. Love means serving. The son is enthusiastic about helping his father. Why so? Because he loves his father. He wants to serve him. As simple as that. We know that the father is very well capable of pulling his jeep all by himself, isn't it? When his son offered to help his father, what should the father have done? Should he have showed the power of his jeep to the son and put his son in his place? Would you want the father to tell his son to get lost? No, right? Instead, what does the father do? He pretends helplessness. He tells his son that he cannot bring out the jeep unless his son helps him. He seeks help from his son and his toy car, and the son is only too happy to help. And why does he do all this? How has this whole thing helped? You would agree, right, when I say that the bond of love between the father and the son has strengthened. The son feels so much empowerment by this small act of his father. He would remember this for a lifetime. And when he grows up, he will feel that much more love for his father, realizing how insignificant he was, and yet his father engaged him to boost his morale. He would realize that it was not him who pulled out his dad's jeep, rather the father had pulled out of his own strength. Now, this is exactly what in Hinduism you can call as Leela. I guess you would have worked this out yourself by now, where I am going with this story. You can compare the father to Lord Ram and the son to the Vanaras. Lord Sri Ram asking for help from the Vanaras is exactly like this doting father who, though all capable himself, is seeking help from his son. Now, my question to the likes of Asifa is as below. In Valmiki Ramayana, it is indeed mentioned that the Lord did seek help from the Vanaras to build the bridge across the ocean. You accept this, right, Asifa? You even take pot shots at this. But in the same Ramayana, it is also mentioned that after 3 days of prayers, when the ocean did not relent, the very same Lord, fuming with anger, picked up his bow and arrow to dry up the ocean. And the Sagara Devata came begging, seeking for forgiveness. Have you heard of a common man scaring the ocean into submission? Only God can do this. So, Asifa, why would you not accept this point if you are accepting the first point? Is it because it does not fit your narrative? So, friends, from this incident, we see that the Lord does not need the Vanaras to build the bridge. Yet he engages the Vanaras in his seva, just like the smart loving father engaged his son to pull out his jeep. It is the Lord who is empowering the Vanaras to do all the wonderful things that they did. So saying that Lord Rama took help from Vanaras and is therefore not God is as stupid as saying that the father is useless because he asked his son to tow his sheep. Similarly, the Lord can finish up his task of killing Ravan and rescuing Mother Sita all by himself. He does not need help of anyone. He is self-sufficient, all-powerful. In fact, he need not even come to this world to kill Ravan. He can be in his Vaikuntha Saket Dham and just wish for it and Ravan would drop dead. No amount of boons can protect Ravan if the Lord indeed wants to kill him. Killing Asuras is not the primary reason why Lord comes to this earth, my friends. In fact, he comes to earth to have loving interaction with his devotees, in this case the Vanaras. By the way, the Vanaras are not some ordinary monkeys from the jungle. They are Devatas who have come in the form of Vanaras to participate in these Leelas or what is called pastimes. They are exalted souls who want to serve the Lord. The Lord accepts their service not because he is lacking something, but because this exchange of service thickens the bond of love between God and his devotees. Hope this video helped in establishing this sublime concept of bhakti. Do let me know what you think of this video. If you like more videos on the other questions that Asifa asked, do comment below. Till next time, Jai Shri Ram. Hare Krishna.